So are you ready to take absolute control of your finances and manage that Apple Card with zero stress? Stick around, because we're about to unlock everything you need to know to pay your bill efficiently and, most importantly, on your own terms. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're taking all that fine print and turning it into a super clear, totally actionable roadmap for your financial health.
Let's take a quick look at today's roadmap. We'll be going through an introduction to Apple Card payments, a step-by-step guide to actually paying the bill, some amazing insider tips and best practices, how to handle common issues, and then we'll wrap it all up with a summary.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Introduction to Apple Card Payments.
You know, one of the absolute best things about the Apple Card is the complete lack of fees. Seriously, no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, and, crucially for what we're talking about today, absolutely zero late fees. Apple and Goldman Sachs literally designed this thing to wipe out those hidden penalties that make managing credit such a headache. But look, zero late fees doesn't mean you can just ghost your due dates, right? Maintaining good credit and dodging those interest charges still means making regular, on-time payments.
Now, because there are no fees to worry about, the actual process of paying your bill is incredibly intuitive. The whole Apple Card experience is baked right into the Wallet app on your iPhone in real time. There's no waiting around for days for a transaction to clear just to see what you owe. You get these beautiful, clear visual cues showing your balance, real-time interest estimates, and your daily cash rewards. Plus, if you use Apple Card Family, co-owners can easily manage a single monthly bill together. So the main goal of this explainer is to show you exactly how to wield these built-in tools like a pro, ensuring you never, ever miss a payment.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, our step-by-step guide to paying your Apple Card bill. The really great thing here is that you're never boxed into just one way to pay. You essentially have two main options. Your primary go-to is probably going to be the Wallet app right there on your iPhone or iPad. It gives you instant access and uses Face ID or Touch ID for super secure biometric confirmation. But hey, what if you're sitting at your desk on a Mac or a PC and you don't have your phone handy? No problem. You can just fire up your web browser, head over to card.apple.com, sign in with your Apple account, and you can manage your bank accounts and make payments right from there. Let's walk through exactly how to make a one-time payment on your iPhone, because honestly, it is remarkably seamless. It's literally just 4 steps. First, open the Wallet app and tap your Apple Card. Second, tap the area right next to your card balance. By default, it'll suggest your monthly balance to help you avoid paying any interest. Third, if you want to pay a different amount instead, just tap Other Amount and punch it into the keypad. And finally, double-click the side button of your phone to confirm with Face ID or Touch ID. Boom, done in seconds.
But you might be wondering, why do this manually every single month when you could just automate the whole shebang? To guarantee you never miss a due date, setting up AutoPay is a total game changer. Just tap the More button, those 3 little dots in the upper right corner of the Wallet app, and select AutoPay. From there, you get to choose from 3 highly customizable strategies. You can go with monthly balance to wipe out the entire statement and avoid all interest. You can pick minimum payment due just to keep things current, or, honestly, my personal favorite, Other Amount. This one lets you set a custom withdrawal limit and specify a schedule, like weekly or bi-weekly, so it perfectly syncs up with when your paychecks hit your bank account.
Let's slide into Section 3, Tips and Best Practices.
So, every single time you swipe or tap your Apple Card, you're earning daily cash. You're getting 3% back on Apple purchases, and at select merchants, 2% back whenever you use Apple Pay, and 1% back when you use the physical titanium card or your virtual number. But the real magic, this cash isn't held hostage until the end of the billing cycle. It is literally deposited into your account every single day.
And that brings us nicely to Apple Cash. Think of Apple Cash as a dedicated digital card sitting right in your wallet, catching all those daily cash deposits. Here's the insider trick. You can brilliantly offset your monthly bill by selecting your Apple Cash balance as the payment method when you pay your statement. Instead of draining cash from your main checking account, just toggle the Apple Cash slider to on right in the payment screen. It's this fantastic little loop where your everyday spending actually pays down your debt. I've also got a brilliant budgeting tip for you straight from the Apple community forums. A super helpful user named Jeff Donald pointed out an amazing little fact. Apple allows you to make up to 5 electronic payments per day on your account. Now, okay, 5 times a day is probably overkill for most of us, but the strategy behind it is absolutely rock solid. It means you can effortlessly set up weekly payments that perfectly align with your cash flow. Chipping away at your balance in smaller weekly chunks keeps your credit utilization super low, and it makes that final end-of-month statement way less intimidating. All right, let's talk troubleshooting in Section 4, Handling Common Issues.
So what actually happens if you miss a payment deadline? Well, like we covered earlier, Apple Card has a very strict no-fee policy, so you're not going to get slapped with some ridiculous $30 or $40 late fee. But, and this is absolutely crucial, you are still on the hook for the interest applied to your balance. That outstanding past due amount, it just rolls straight into your minimum payment due for the very next billing cycle. So while you aren't penalized with a flat fee, missing that deadline definitely means your carrying costs go up, and it's just going to take you longer to dig out of that balance.
Now, if life throws you a curveball and you're missing payments because of actual financial hardship, or maybe you've been impacted by a natural disaster, Apple Card does offer a payment assistance plan through Goldman Sachs. And the convenience of the app really shines here because you don't even have to pick up the phone and wait on hold. You just open the Wallet app, tap that More button, hit Account Details, tap the message icon, and literally just type the words Payment Assistance Plan Options. That automatically connects you with a specialist who can help defer payments or reduce your interest charges before your account falls further past due.
Here's another classic panic moment. What on earth do you do if you lose your iPhone? Take a deep breath. It's totally fine. Like we talked about earlier, you can manage your entire account without your phone. Just borrow a computer, open any web browser, and head straight to card.apple.com. Once you log in with your Apple account, you have full access. You can view your statements, add a new bank account, lock that physical titanium card down for security, and most importantly, make sure your bill still gets paid on time.
Let's wrap it all up with Section 5, Summary and Final Thoughts. Building rock-solid, responsible payment habits is just so simple when you actually leverage the tools Apple builds right into the platform. So here are your golden rules to take away from this explainer today. First, set up AutoPay, whether it's for the minimum or the full balance, just to give yourself that peace of mind. Second, put those daily cash rewards in Apple Cash to work by actively offsetting your monthly bill. Third, always aim to pay your full monthly balance so you can completely sidestep those compounding interest charges. Fourth, bookmark card.apple.com as your trusty web backup just in case you ever lose your device. And finally, if financial hardship ever does pop up, don't ignore it. Use that incredibly easy messaging feature to connect with Goldman Sachs right away. Just a quick reminder before we go, this explainer is strictly for informational purposes, and you should always consult a certified financial expert for advice that is tailored to your own personal circumstances. We really hope this deep dive into the Apple Card payment ecosystem has empowered you to manage your budget stress-free, but it does leave us with a pretty fascinating question to ponder. If automating your payments and leveraging daily cash can so easily neutralize your credit card debt, what other hidden automated systems are completely missing from your broader financial life? Thanks so much for learning with us today, and we'll catch you in the next explainer.